President Obama says the summit resulted in important commitments by more than 50 nations to improve nuclear security. But with terror groups like Islamic State bent on obtaining nuclear materials, their work is far from done.
No terrorist group has yet succeeded in getting their hands on a nuclear device. Our work here will help ensure that we're doing everything possible to prevent that.
The terror attacks in Belgium contained a reminder of the danger. Investigators say the attackers had surveyed nuclear power plants and staff. Another reminder, a car bomb in Turkey on Thursday.
As ISIL is squeezed in Syria and Iraq, we can anticipate it lashing out elsewhere, as we've seen most recently and tragically in countries from Turkey to Brussels. And this means that the sense of urgency that we've shown in destroying ISIL in Iraq and Syria also has to infuse our efforts to prevent attacks around the world.
Still, the White House says the summit resulted in concrete steps to better secure nuclear material. 27 nations and Interpol agreed to take action to prevent so-called insider threats, or threats by personnel with access to nuclear and radiological materials. But relatively few made commitments to do more on nuclear smuggling. North Korea's nuclear and long-range missile tests were a key focus of the talks. Obama and the leaders of Japan and South Korea called for strict enforcement of tough new UN sanctions. China's President Xi Jinping agreed to strengthen cooperation on North Korea's nuclear threat. One key player, Russia, skipped the summit, saying the process had run its course. Obama touted the Iran nuclear deal as one example of the summit's success.
What's next is to sustain that momentum, sustain that steady improvement by handing off the task to other global organizations, and in particular, the International Atomic Energy Agency, the United Nations, and other organizations.
With Obama due to leave office in January, the summit ended with declarations of support for global groups like Interpol and the UN's nuclear watchdog group to continue working on nuclear security. Mary Alice Salinas, VOA News, the White House.